Hi, welcome back to the channel. I am Piotr Tarnowski, aka Angry Admin, and today I have very interesting subject for you. Amazon issue cease and desist letter to Perplexity. It's all about their browser, Comet, and Amazon says that Comet violates its terms of services by failing to identify itself as agent. As this matter is a bit more complicated, I ask Peter from the Tech World podcast to explain that matter to all of us. Let's start.
Hi, I'm Peter. Thanks, Angry Admin, for having me on the show. Before we dive in, please follow us on Spotify, subscribe to the Angry Admin YouTube channel, and check out our game at playhackmannow.com. Okay, so a major AI skirmish just erupted between the e-commerce giant Amazon and the AI search startup Proplexity. And the first shot was fired by Proplexity with a blog post that, well, it did not mince words, accusing Amazon of bullying. So what is this all about? Well, Perplexity came out swinging, accusing Amazon of using some pretty aggressive legal threats to shut down their new AI shopping assistant. They're really framing this as a classic David versus Goliath story, the nimble innovator against the huge, entrenched giant.
At the heart of this whole thing is a tool called Comet. Amazon sent Perplexity a cease and desist letter, basically saying Comet is breaking its rules. You can think of Comet as your own personal shopper. It's an AI agent that you could, in theory, send to Amazon to find and buy things for you.
This whole complex legal fight really boils down to two simple and totally opposite points of view. Perplexity's argument is, look, if an AI is acting on your behalf, it should have the same permissions that you do. Simple, right? But Amazon is saying, not so fast. They argue that any automated agent, any bot, has to identify itself as a bot before it can come onto their site.
And to back this up, Amazon's basically saying, hey, this is just standard practice on the internet. They're pointing to apps like Grubhub or Expedia, which are middlemen for users, and they clearly identify themselves to restaurants and airlines. So Amazon is asking, why should Perplexity's AI get to play by a different set of rules?
Okay, so this is where we get to the real story. Because this isn't just about some technical rule violation. No, this is about money and it's about control. Perplexity is suggesting that the real reason Amazon is so upset is that an efficient AI bot won't get distracted by all the sponsored products or the customers also bought suggestions. It's just going to find the best, cheapest laundry basket and buy it. And that directly threatens the advertising model that's a huge, huge part of Amazon's business. Before we get into the bigger picture here, if you're finding this useful, please take a quick second to like and share this explainer. And be sure to subscribe to the Angry Admin YouTube channel. Also, you should definitely check out our new podcast, The Tech World, over on Spotify.
Now, this conflict with Amazon, it didn't just appear out of thin air. Actually, this isn't even the first time Perplexity has gotten into some hot water over how its AI browses the web. And that brings us to a recent incident involving CloudFlare.
So just a few months ago, the web infrastructure company CloudFlare published some research accusing Perplexity of scraping websites in a way that just straight up ignored the rules that websites put in place to block AI bots. This really set a precedent and started raising questions about Perplexity's methods, which leads us directly to this current fight with Amazon.
And this is where things get a little tricky. See, Perplexity's fans argued their AI was just doing what a human does, accessing a public website. But critics, with Cloudflare's data to back them up, said the how was the problem. They were allegedly using methods to hide their identity as a bot to sneak past technical barriers.
I am interrupting that video for a short announcement. For you who don't know yet, my X account at AngrySysOps has been suspended. Some algorithm found my account as a bot account, which is obviously not true. If you can notch support in my name on the X to unsuspend my account, that would be great. And let's go back to the video. Thank you.
So all of this brings us to the biggest takeaway. This isn't just some spat between two tech companies. The outcome here could fundamentally change how the internet works for every single one of us.
I mean, let's be real. When the 800-pound gorilla of e-commerce, Amazon, makes a move like this, it doesn't just affect Perplexity. It sets a massive precedent. It could become the new rule of the road for the entire internet. What they decide here, other companies are going to follow.
And that forces this huge question. As AI agents that can shop for us, book travel, make reservations, as these become more and more common, how are they supposed to interact with websites? Who gets to make the rules here?
The AI company or the website owner?
Amazon is drawing a very clear line in the sand. Their proposed rule is simple. AI agents have to identify themselves, and then the website gets to decide whether to grant them access or not. In their view, the power should rest firmly with the website owner. Period.
So this leaves us with the fundamental question, right? When an AI is acting on your behalf, should it be treated just like you? Is Perplexity a true innovator getting bullied by a giant? Or is Amazon right to demand that bots announce themselves before they come knocking? We really want to know what you think, so let us know down in the comments below. Thanks so much for tuning into this explainer, and if you found it helpful, please do us a favor and like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time.